Qigong. Hands go to the front. It does a big circle to the top. And we've added an extension to this, which is when you get to the top, you reach up for your shoulders. I'll talk you through that. Then we bend forward, and we come right down. We hold our hands down, and you just hold it, and just let the whole. And you want your back bent, so you're not having a straight back. You actually bend back right over, so it's like a hollow. And we hang our hands down, and then we massage up the back of our legs to our kidneys, and then we kulfa, which is we're slapping all the way down around the toes, and we stand up. Now we do that 3 times, and the second one you do the front of the legs, then you do the inside of the legs. So you do it three different ways, but the setup's all the same. Yeah. So I'll talk you through as we go. So the first thing is when we're going to lower down. So when we start the exercise, you lower yourself down. As you lower yourself down, of course, it's really imperative that you keep, there's a big word for the day, imperative. Whew, don't know where I got that one from. I don't think can't remember the last time we actually even said that word. Imperative, there we go. You lower yourself down. As you lower yourself down, your back goes straight down, yeah? What you don't want to do is when you lower yourself down and stick your bum out. Like that, yeah, so you can see the bum out. You don't want to do that. You go straight down. And as you go down, you keep your bum tucked forward. So you keep the straightness of your back. So you keep the spine, integrity of your spine. Yeah. And we do that, and we sit down, and as we go down to there, then we turn our hands around, yeah? So it starts off from this posture, from our hands to the side, from the front. And the hands go down, go straight down, and as we lower ourselves down, keep our back straight, and as we lower ourselves down, as we go down, then the hands turn to the front. Yeah? Now I'm going to talk you through what happens with that. So we know that one of the directions of movements we get is from the gravity. We use the energy of gravity a lot in Qigong. We use the power of gravity. We use the power of gravity to lower ourselves down. And as gravity is pulling on our body, we use our own rigidity to stand up against gravity. Otherwise, we're just going to fall on a big blob on the ground. And we use our own power to stand up. So what we're doing is we're letting the power of gravity hold our body, and we're letting the gravity pull ourselves down, and we're just riding this energy that's sucking you down. You ride that wave down, so you ride the energy of it down. So you're lowering yourself down, using the gravity energy to pull you. So we're using the energy of gravity, not anything else. All we're using is our own energy, is to ride it down so we just don't fall really fast. So we ride the wave down, and we just let it go down slowly. So all we use is energy to slow it down. Otherwise, we just go down really quickly. We just fall on the ground. We just bang on the ground. If you've ever seen anybody faint, if standing up they faint, they go down pretty quickly. Well, that's the gravity taking over. We're using that same energy, that pull, but we're riding it down, and we keep our bum tucked underneath. We tuck our pelvis and we ride it down. As we go down, the hands turn around to the front. And now I've never said this in an exercise before, but I'll tell you what happens. It goes down. As it goes down, the arms spiral out to the arms facing towards the front, the palms facing towards the front. So as we go down, the hands are sort of like going into the ground, and they're turning as they go down into the ground. And it's you're using the gravity pull, and all you're doing is rotating the elbows. Rotating the elbows on the way down. It turns your hands down from there. Rotate the elbows, and it spirals down to the ground. And you get that feeling, yeah? So from there, just relax and just let it spiral down. Perfect. From there. Now we've created a particular energetic position now. I'm sitting here with bent legs. So the next part of the movement, as I stand up, all I'm going to do is get my head string to pull me up. I'm going to release the tension inside my body's sprung now, because all the tendons and muscles, I've let them go down. They've gone down with gravity's gone down. I've let the tension go down to feel the squeeze. And all I'm doing is letting the muscles go. And the tension of the ligaments, tendons want to stand back up again, because you actually squash them down. And they'll spring back up by themselves, but we're also using the concept of the head string to pull you up as well. So we get the going down, gravity pulls you down, spiraling arms. Head string pulls you up. Now, as it pulls you up, 2 things happen. As it pulls you up, and there's a change of the breath, so you breathe out. You breathe out on the way down. I haven't gone to the breath yet. But as you relax and breathe in, the body starts coming up. It happens from the sponge being condensed. That's probably the wrong word. The sponge being contracted or squash the sponge. And then you let the sponge relax. Like if we had a square sponge and I'm hanging onto the sponge, I squeeze the sponge. And then when I relax the sponge, when I relax my hands, the sponge inflates again. This is what's happening with our body because we breathe out on the way down. And as soon as I relax to breathe in, I get this inflation happen inside my body. I get my head string pulling up and I get the elastic part of the sinews pushing me back up. So I get all of that happening and I don't have to do any of that. That's a funny Kiwi way of saying things. I don't have to be responsible for any of that. It all happens by itself. The inflation makes the body come up. The ligaments that have been compressed, they spring back up. If we have that going on at the same time. Now there's another thing happens is the breath, because when the breath comes in, the whole body expands and rises. So as we go down, as we've gone down and we spiral down on the out breath, as we breathe in. Now what happens with the arms is they come back, because normally when we're sitting here and we breathe in, the hand's going to float to the front. And we do this in a few exercises where they float them to the front as they float up. Yeah, and we have that idea of as the body expands, the arms float. And so the arms come up because of the expansion, like the whole body's expanding, so the arms just float up. Or when wave hands to Shu Ba Shu, it comes to the front. But this one's different, it's going to the back. And we turn our hands, and as we float up, it's going to go backwards. And it goes backwards that way. Yep. And you're going to let because we've turned our hands around, otherwise we go backwards that way, and it's very hard to turn your arms around if they're this way, but it's easy to turn them around if they're that way. So I'll do that again so you can see what I mean. You can try that. If you have your hands this way and you go backwards, now you try and get them to go around to the sides. It's very hard for them to get them around the sides because of the way they're articulated. But if you turn your hands around, then of course you can go backwards and you can go right over the top, and you can do that. It's just to do with the articulation of your arms. Go down, spiral down. Breathe in, the arms go back. And as you inflate, the arms just float up as you expand. And just keep the whole body expanding. Now when we get to the top, even though our body's expanded and the arms are floated, I'm not sure if that's a word, they float up to the top. When they get to the top, remember you don't straighten your knees. So when we get to the top, you're not straight, you're bent, your knees are still bent. So even when we stand up, we've gone down to start off, we've gone from there to there. But even when we're standing up, the knees are still slightly bent. But when they're a lot bent there, slightly bent there. So as we come up, they get to the top, arms come right around. And you feel them float to the top. Good. Now we've done an in-breath on the way around. Yep. So expanded. Now we're going to do another breath. We're going to do an in-breath again. So we're going to do an out-breath, sorry. Do an out-breath. And as you out-breath, you're going to reach your fingers. You're going to breathe out through your fingers. This is an addition piece to the exercise. So as we breathe out, these are modified anyway. The Bhagavad Gita are modified for the modern day. These particular set are done by my teacher, and I can understand why he's done it. It's very, very cool. And so now we've breathed in, interesting word. Now we're going to breathe out, and we're going to feel our fingers rise. Good. And then we're going to breathe out. Now we're going to have to do 2 breaths for that. So when we're going to the top, we breathe in as we come up. Yeah. Breathe in. Breathe out, the fingers rise. And you breathe in, then you feel your fingertips being pulled up. So your shoulders go up. You see my shoulders, I'll show you. I'll just do that so you can see my shoulders are going to go up. And they're going to go as high as they can, reaching into the sky. Just shoulders. But the knees don't move, they're still bent. So I'm not straightening my legs, I'm just pulling my shoulders up. And you're going to do that as you breathe in. As you breathe in, you feel the stomach's got hold of your tips of your fingers and they're pulling your arms up into the sky. Yeah, so we breathe out first. Then we breathe in, feel it pulling up again. And then we breathe out as we come down. Shoulders down first, and then bring your arms down. As I say, there's lots to remember this. I'll talk you through each piece of it. Now as we come forward, you just bend forward. Just let your back bend. You want your back to bend. Remember, this is not a straight back thing. And then you're hanging down with your arms just draping down to the ground, and your whole back's arched. There's an arch in your back, it's not straight. So you're bending all the vertebrae in the back. I've got my legs bent, of course. All right, and just draping your arms down. And you take another breath in. And now on the out breath, you let the arms hang even more, let the body relax. And you feel the whole body sink. Good. Then you bring your hands around the back of your legs and you massage your ankles, your calves, behind your knees, hamstrings, all the way up over your gluteus maximus, then to your kidneys, massage your kidneys, and then your kulfa, which is the slapping, all the way down the bladder meridian, which is down the back of your legs, back of your hamstrings, and out to your outer toes, and you tap your little toes, next toe all the way across to your big toes, and then you go into the instep, right round to the instep where kidney 2 is, rangu, and then you drape your arms down again, and then you slowly stand up. Now this standing up's done in as many breaths as you like. It's not done in one breath, because you want to feel like you're stacking vertebrae on top of each other, one on top of each other, as you stand up and you get to the top. And so you just breathe in and out nice and slowly, and you get to the top, slowly bring your head up, and then you look out. When you get to about here, you're going to need to let your shoulders relax, and the shoulders go backwards slightly and down. They relax. And so you get to here, and then you roll your shoulders back, and then just relax, and you'll feel the whole arms just drop down. But you're looking out, and you look out past your conscious space, past what you can see with your eyes. You go out beyond the wall, go 100 meters out, go out further out there with your mind, with your third eye, go out there. With your eyes and your mind can only see the wall, but your third eye go out past the wall. You know what it looks like out in the street and around you, and you take your consciousness out to the conscious space while you're standing there. Good. Stay in that space. Good. Same thing again. We're going to breathe out. We're going to breathe out as we go down. Rotate the arms again. Feel the gravity, pull it down, rotate. Good. Keep looking down the conscious space. Good. And then relax, breathe in. Hands go backwards again. Breathing in all the way to the top. Good. Good. Then breathe out as you push your hands up, as you feel like your shoulders being drawn up. Breathing out. Good. Then breathe out, they go again. As they breathe in this time, they still start, keep expanding, still pulling your fingertips up as you breathe in. Go as high as you can, feel the shoulders lifting right up. Don't straighten your legs. Just keep stretching, feel them floating into the sky. Good. Then relax, breathe out. Shoulders down first. Then bend forward. Very cool. It's a great feeling, eh? And then slowly bending forward. Good. Get to the bottom. Take a breath in again. Breathe out, let the whole body relax. Good. Then the side of your legs. The gallbladder meridian, side of your legs, side of your calves, side of your knees, side of your thighs. The gluteus maximus, through your hip area, right up to your kidneys, massaging, and then kulfa on the way down the outsides. And you're waking up the gallbladder meridian right down to the toes, cross the toes to the big toe, keep tapping, and then right round to rangu, kidney 2 in the instep. And then drape your arms down again and relax. And then slowly stand up, stacking vertebra on top of vertebra as you stand up nice and slowly. Just breathe in and out normally. And take your intention, your mind, into your vertebrae and feel them slowly aligning themselves, like stacking. They say it's like stacking gold coins on top of each other. So you're stacking your vertebrae on top of each other until they're all aligned. Get to the top, tuck your pelvis forward, bring your shoulders back, and then relax your shoulders. Very good. We'll do one more time. Breathe out on the way down. Turn your hands. Breathe in. Keep breathing in. Don't straighten your legs. Keep breathing and feel the inflation. Breathe out, feel your shoulders being pulled into the sky. And breathe in, feel them being pulled again. So you'll feel expansion, your hands just disappear out of your shoulders and it feels like your hands just keep going. The hands feel like they disappear off your arms. Your hands just keep disappearing into heaven. Just let them keep floating. And then relax, breathe out. Shoulders down first, then arms, then bending forward. Slowly lowering yourself down. Let gravity pull yourself down. Good. Take a breath in, feel the body inflate. And then breathe out and feel the gravity pulling the whole body down. Good. Then massage the inside of your legs, inside of your knees, inside of your thighs. Come around to your gluteus maximus again, up to your kidneys. Then slap around the side, around your groin area, down the inside of your legs. Tapping your head right out to the toes, and then go back the other way. So big toes to the little toes to the outside. Then drape your arms down. And slowly stand up. Good. Now, because you guys know the meridians, I need to talk about that. Otherwise, you're gonna want to ask me a question around this. So the first two are easy. The first two are easy because they both go down. So it's easy to understand when we're hanging down. We've got our hands down the bottom, and we massage up the bladder meridian. Yep, which is the opposite way that it normally goes, because we know the bladder meridian goes down. We come up, we do the thing to the kidneys, and then from the kidneys we go down the bladder meridian, which is the direction it goes. We're cool firing all the way down the bladder meridian to the bottom and out to the feet, which is the bladder meridian, all the way down the bladder meridian to the toes, and that's where the bladder meridian ends at 67. So we know it goes down that way. It's good. Second one, easy. The gallbladder meridian, we counterflow the gallbladder meridian. So we go up the outside of the gallbladder meridian. This is the opposite direction it goes. So we're dredging the collaterals idea. We're bringing the energy up the gallbladder meridian, which normally doesn't do. It goes down. And then when we slap it down the right way again. We cool fire all the way down the gallbladder meridian and goes out through the toes. So that's correct, those two. But the problem with this next one is, of course, we're going round into the inside, into the yin meridians, which is the liver, spleen, and kidneys, and they all come up from the bottom. So it's okay when we're massaging from the bottom, and we massage the inside of your legs, and we massage your legs and come right up. This is the way it goes normally, and round to your kidneys. We're fine with that. But when you slap your kulfa, you're coming back down the opposite way, which is counterflowing the chi. Yeah, and how you fix that, you get to the bottom, and by that stage when I've got there, I'm going right round to the toes. In theory, the energy's gone down the meridians because you've tapped it that way to get rid of that perverse chi out of the meridians, yes? So when we stand up and we get to the top and you roll your shoulders back, at that stage, all our energy in the meridians goes down through the yin meridians back into the ground as you relax your shoulders, and you feel the whole body relax into the posture as you relax, as you bring your shoulders down. It all goes down back through the kidney meridian, spleen and liver, and goes back out to the ground to re-anchor it the right direction, as that's how you do that. Yeah. I wasn't going to say that, but because we've been doing the meridians, you're thinking, well, hang on, we're tapping against the flow, so I needed to add that piece. Don't tell anybody I told you that. But that's what happens. It goes that way. And it's done when you stand back up, roll your shoulders back, and then you relax, and you feel the whole body go, and as it relaxes with the shoulders coming down, the energy goes back down both sides, the kidney, spleen, and liver on both sides, and back out through the feet, and back out connecting the right direction. That's what you do with your intention in your mind. And that's how you get it going the right way at the end. Anyway, just in case. I'm sure Mark was going to ask me that question, but it's okay. I've leapt into it before he had a chance. And if you didn't ask, I'm sure as heck when Serene watched this video, she would ask. I guarantee it. Well, actually, no, Iris would probably ask too. There's a few people that would notice that. So anyway, we've catered for it. So I want to go into a couple of the pieces. So we're going to add the next piece to this. We'll go through the set again. We'll do one more time. But I want to add something else to that to make it just give it that extra piece. And that's the relaxation that happens at each of those tune-in points when you change the in-breath to the out-breath, or the out-breath to the in-breath, whichever way it goes, the top end and bottom end. is the relaxation that has to happen when that happens. So when we're standing here, to let our body go down, we have to relax, otherwise it's just going to stay like this because we've locked it in place. Even though our legs are bent, our knees are bent, we're still locked it energetically in place, otherwise we'd fall over. So we have a certain sort of rigidity. To lose that rigidity so the body can go down, we actually have to relax the body to let go that rigidity so it can actually let go, so the body can actually sink down, otherwise it's not going to move. So that relaxation is important. Being we do the let go, we relax, and then we breathe out. And so the relax is the most important part. So standing like that with our hands this way, and we relax, breathe out. And I want you to feel what that feels like. So sit from there, and you can take an in-breath if you want, and relax, out breath. And you feel the whole body just goes, ooh. It just sinks down. It's like, I do this in class sometimes. I'll do it is when you hug somebody and you hold them and you just sit there and go, and you just let go. And when you relax, they relax. Their body will relax. Even if they don't want to relax, they'll relax anyway. So it's one of those things we do it in classes so you can see what happens when the body lets go, the effect it has. Well, it's that effect of breathing in, relax, and the body almost just goes and sinks down. You just feel it slowly going down, and you ride the wave down to the bottom. You ride as you spiral the arms down on the out breath. Now then we do the same thing with the in breath. Now the same thing that happens again is relax, and then breathe in, relax. And you feel that sort of the body relaxes, and then the expansion happens, and that the body can't expand because we're holding it there. As soon as you relax, the body can start expanding. You feel that feeling. Relax, breathe in. And then the arms start rising again to get to the top. Now there's a couple of things happening at the top because we've added another piece to this. That's the in-breath. Now we're going to relax, breathe out, and the hands are going to rise. The shoulders are going to lift as we breathe out. Then relax, breathe in, and the hands are going to go up even higher. You feel the fingertips being pulled up. Relax, breathe in. So the body relaxes, but the arms keep moving. The shoulders keep moving, everything will move, but the body's relaxed. I'll do that again. So we turn to the top, we're in the top, so we've done the in-breath as we've come up. Breathe out as we go up. Relax, breathe in, relax the body, but as you breathe in, the hands keep going up. Relax the body. Breathe in, and then feel the arms getting sucked up into the sky. Let them keep going. Just let the body relax. Just feel them keep moving, and you'll just feel them keep moving and moving and moving energetically. And then relax, breathe in. And the arms come down. Sorry, relax, breathe out. So you'll get that thing that happens at the top. When we're breathing in, we're taking a breath in. And we feel the stretch in your shoulders, and the shoulders pulling right up. And then you relax, breathe out. And as you breathe out, the shoulders go down first. Breathe out, relax. And you feel the body almost like it does a jolt as you relax, because there's a tension, and you let the tension go, and the arms just come down, shoulders come down, and the body comes down. And you ride the wave all the way to the bottom. Yep. Then you relax, take another in-breath, relax. And then relax, breathe out. Such a beautiful feeling. Feels like the whole body's just falling apart onto the ground, but you're holding structure in your legs. And then you go through the massaging and the cool front, and then the bottom class, when we're coming back up again, breathe out, relax. And then as you breathe in, relax. And you relax as you breathe in, the body starts coming up. Now you'll do more than one in and out breath on the way up, it's okay. But the initial part is to relax before you start breathing in at the bottom. Shoulders go around. Relax your shoulders, energy goes down. The liver, spleen and kidney. Just let the body relax, there you go. Whew. Now, the hardest one to do is the piece at the top. The other relaxes, we're used to doing this because we normally do this. We sit there, relax. Relax, breathe in. There's lots of exercises we do that. We do a lot of relax, breathe in exercises, so we understand the principle of that, but we don't do this one. So this will be the one that you'll need to spend a bit of time with as we breathe in. Breathed in. Breathed in. I'm not sure breathed is a word. breathed in. So you're taking an in-breath. Get to the top, you breathe in. Sorry, and then you're going to breathe out. And remember, relax, breathe out. But the in-breath is the funny one. Then relax, breathe in, and then the arms move up, but the body doesn't move. The body feels like it's going down because you're relaxing, but the arms keep going up. They almost go the opposite direction. So breathe in, relax first, and then breathe in. The body feels like it's slumping down. The arms just keep expanding. You have this feeling. They have this feeling that one's going one way and one's going the other, and you feel this expansion going on in the body. It's a weird feeling, but you feel like your arms just keep moving. The body will get to a certain place where it'll stop relaxing, but the arms just keep moving. And you feel as you keep breathing in, you feel your arms just floating. They get longer and longer and longer. And because we're breathing in energy in our arms, then it gets beyond the physical range of the arm. It gets into the energetic part because the energy keeps rising out through your hands. And you'll feel like your hands are getting higher and higher and higher and higher because it's the energy reaching out of your hands. So it's almost like your framework of your hand, but the hand stops at a certain place, but the energy keeps reaching up from your hand. So it's like an energy hand reaching up, and then that's what happens is to get that experience where you feel like the hand is in another dimension because this hand stopped here, but the energy hand's going somewhere else, and you have that feeling. Now I've talked about this before about we as human beings, we have a limited access of space. Now, a limited access of space is in front of your fingertips, just there. Yep, we can't reach any further than that. We put our hands to the side, and we can't reach out any further than that way either. So we got limited to that side, as that's as far as we can with a straight arm. We can't go any further than that. And we put our hands in the air, we can only reach as far as we can reach. If you even go on tippy toes, you can only go to the tip of your toes, the tip of your fingers, as high as you get. That's as far as you're going to get. So there's this limit, but what we're learning to do is go outside our physical boundary into a space where you normally don't access. And there's something miraculous happens. We do it to heaven and earth too. When you reach your hands out, you have the same feeling. Where we have, as I say, this physical boundary we can't reach out, because if I move my hand, if I lean over and move out the hand to the side, then my whole body's moving over too. So then it's no different from here, there, or there. It's no different because the thing's moving with me. And same if I go to the front, if I lean forward to the front, but my body's going forward, so the edge is still going forward by itself. So I'm not reaching outside of my normal range anyway. I'm just leaning forward, or I'm just leaning to the side, so I'm not actually going any further. But what we're learning to do is to reach out past that area where you stop. We do it, as I say, we do it with heaven and earth when our hands breathe in and breathe out, and our hands go further out that way, and you have that feeling, you get expansion. Well, this is the same one when you get to this one, but this one's more dramatic, and I'm not sure why. I think it has something to do with reaching into heaven, but I'm not sure, but we'll leave it with that thought. When we get to the top, breathe out, and as you breathe in, relax, breathe in, the hands just keep floating. My hands just feel like they just keep moving, and they just don't stop. They just keep going. And even though my physical hands stop, energetically, it feels like my arms just keep rising. It's a very weird, and hopefully somebody got that experience today. And you feel like your hands just keep moving. You go, whoa, whoa, they keep going. Even though my physical hands stopped, my energetic hands, now it's entered into a different realm, and it feels like my hand is in another dimension. And I can move my hand, my energy hand up there, and it feels like I'm tapped into another world. Bizarre. And then as soon as you relax, the hand comes back, the energy hand comes back and comes down again. Okay, what was that? And I've had the experience a few times, and I had it again today when I was reaching up, and the hands just sort of disappear. Physical hand stop, energy hand keeps going. So there you go. So that's something that happens inside the exercise, and as I say, that happens in the heaven and earth. Every time we get out to their hands to the side, it's the same thing. Every time we breathe in, breathe out, and the hands go to the side. See, I can just do it straight away, and I can feel my hands disappear into something else. It's almost like sticking into a I love the idea of the Stargate, with a big watery surface that's all sort of like watering. You stick your hand through, and your hand disappears through the Stargate, and you pull it back out again like water, but it's on a side. It almost feels like that. It feels like your hands are going into somewhere else. Well, I'll leave you with that thought. If you hadn't feel that today, all you have to do is just relax. When you get to the top, relax before you in-breath. Feel the body relax, and feel the hands rise. Yep, and feel that feeling. There you go. Whew. Wild. Welcome to Qigong. Have a beautiful day today, and I'll see you on Thursday. And even if I don't see you live, I'll still see you. I'll still say hello anyway. And I'll see you on Thursday. Good class. And then I'll see you again next Tuesday again, back here. And for those, I think some of you are coming, there are people I know who are doing weekly classes that are actually coming to the course. So I'll see you on the course on Thursday. It'll be very cool. Roll back on your thumbs. Left hand underneath. Cool. Very cool.